for now.
It's interesting because, like, you know, like, Diddy Kong definitely does I consider quite well against Peach. Forward air is like one of the go-to things to stuff her out of neutral. But 8BitMan sticking with Rob. This is probably a warm-up, but we'll see in a moment. I do believe that Ling and 8BitMan is just going to show us a combo showcase every single potential stock. Like, this is going to be either 0 to 50, 0 to 70. I'm just waiting to see who does it first.
Yeah, projectiles are going to be the name of the game, and both of them actually are pretty much item experts when it comes to different juggles and such. And now we're seeing a pretty even game just to start off. Peach Bomber is going to get Ondo cancel. A couple of backers actually send 8BitMan flying onto this advantage. So already in an edge guard situation, but 8BitMan actually managing to recover safely.
We're seeing some really good item play from Ling against 8BitMan here, and we already see a 98% on 8BitMan. There's another potential setup that Ling could do, but with this rage, a bad up air, it's an early stock.
So far, so good, but all of them, 113% actually going. The up smash is going to pop, but the up smash by Peach, it's definitely going to be the first punish, so first blood for Ling.
And then we go with Turnip Starter. We get easy 47% on the second stock already. 8BitMan has to gotta be careful missing these smashes. There's huge commitments.
Trying to throw out the laser to actually catch Peach on the outside. A 45-degree angle is not quite going to catch Ling. 70% already of extra credit is going to be very pivotal. Now you're seeing that he actually got hit by the gyro bus because it was actually trying to directional air dodge into it to grab it. 8BitMan manages to catch it with his on-bear.
He was a little bit too focused on the item there, and that kind of let him get open. 8BitMan took the stock. He didn't think too much about it. Yeah. But, you know, in this situation, 91% is still quite the advantage. Now, see, Ling, he's content with just playing with the item, but that's kind of playing against him right now. He has to be careful.
Yeah, actually, have the Saturn this time, and Ling is a Peach main, and he also is an RNG genius. 129%. Now the turnip is actually going to stand on the ledge. He did want it to hit 8BitMan, but now another edge guard situation. This is not a position that Brett wants to be in.
It's very difficult for 8BitMan to recover. Once Peach has turnip, that ledge trap scenario is very hard to come back. There are limited options, but you know, Ling actually gave some space, and now 8BitMan in the stage again, and a falling aerial, not very well spaced, and he loses the stock for that up smash.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and use that out of shield up smash.
And he's living.
Ground smack is not gonna be enough, 175%. Definitely not a percent that you want the Rob to survive. And good armor as well. The rotator arm is going to be punished by the backer by Ling. 22% of extra credit. This is pretty close so far, Yoma.
I do appreciate how back-to-back this is. Any given moment now, like, this could set the pace. Counter pick could be another thing here. So we're trying to see if this is a stock, will they just return to PS2? But 81%, this is the first time that 8BitMan has a percentage lead.
Actually going to go for the burial that time. Going to set him up for the up tilt, up air. It is going to be enough. Ling is going to run that back. 8BitMan actually striking with the first game.
That is a phenomenal stock right there at the final. That helps a lot with your confidence, because the first two stocks, 8BitMan has been struggling keeping Ling off of him. The pressure and the damage was very consistent. There was some times where Ling did struggle to kill, but nonetheless, that struggle definitely helped 8BitMan edge it out on the final stock, and then he just took the momentum and just ran with it.
Yeah, gotta get those combinations on deck. It's gonna be pivotal, Yoma, that he actually continues to use the gyro to his advantage and try to get as much as possible. He has flubbed a couple of item grabs, and it has cost him in the long run. Let's see how 8BitMan can actually get that pressure going after getting already up to 53% the Peach.
You know, this is just a kind of thing where, like, if you start focusing on one, two thing, your play starts to get a little bit more predictable. I should know, I was getting destroyed. You know, my predictability in recovery, the predictability of your attack options. And here we go, another stock. Dude, 8BitMan is just stacking up the pressure.
Yeah, recognition of the percentage was definitely going to be the name of the game. He already saw once how Ling was actually matching in the first place, which is why up tilt to up air is actually an excellent confirm when doing it against Peach in particular. But now we're seeing that Ling is actually opting to ignore the gyro a little more and not going for it constantly. The crown smack is not going to connect onto the mark. 114% now. The turn and toss is going to send 8BitMan flying.
Yeah, now he's focusing more on his personal item. That's kind of let him be more confident with his combos. And now this is a potential, like, he does not take too much hits. He can actually just even it out real soon. But there we go, 8BitMan controlling the other right side of the stage, but edge guard situation. Ooh.
So far, so good. 152% survivability. Definitely the name of the game when it comes to 8BitMan. This time the back air is going to connect and hit the mark.
If I've ever seen a call out.
Yeah, actually going for that get up option, getting punishes for it, but 99% of extra credit, only 0% onto the Rob. Definitely looking good for 8BitMan as we see another up smash out of shield.
Oh, there was a lot of patience there from Ling, where he knew he was in danger. He held shield. The up smash hit him and lived. So good DI by Ling, but nonetheless, 134. This is bad. Up air kills? No. Actually living, he's still sharking for it.
Okay, that was great DI by Ling as well. Good defensive options. Throwing out gyros and lasers. Final drive onto the tombstone pile driver up. Throw going to be enough. 8BitMan looking poised to take this second game.
The thing is that being under the platform kind of changes up the dynamic. How can an opponent approach you? But 8BitMan just went for a grab. Being under the platform, he'll be happy to do the up throw. So here we go again. This is a chance for Ling to really just change it up. I see him getting some starters, but 8BitMan has been really good about mitigating this damage. He has, compared to the first game, he's reduced the 60-70 to just 40 at a time.
Yeah, 69% now onto the Rob. Gliding all the way up to 109 after a few combinations by Ling, and only 30% of extra credit, but the laser is going to hit on the mark. You know, he actually leaned back a little bit. That could have been enough to just avoid the hitbox that Ling was throwing out, so smart on Brett to actually get that laser up as soon as possible.
The real back animation in this game is something that everybody must study. If you're missing Mario's F smash, these other kind of real back motions, and you're not getting ready for them, that's on you. You're getting hit. But nonetheless, 150%, 8BitMan still living.
Doing such a good job at maintaining those highest percents as much as possible. Ling maybe being a little bit flustered when it comes to actually taking those stocks, like you mentioned before, Yoma. He has been having difficulty to get those KOs consistently.
It's kind of tough because, like, if your forward air is missing, just barely missing from a few centimeters, that stress builds up, and you're gonna start getting desperate, you know. But here we go, a starter, down air into down air. They just barely connected. We're getting something started here for Ling.
Yeah, intangibility on that up air is gonna hit the mark for 53%. Definitely a comeback is in the realm of possibility, but if he gets grabbed, it's definitely gonna be over. Actually, Clanks grabs that time, falling with the nair to just maintain distance from a Peach combination. That time up tilt, actually try to go for that up air to actually seal it. Down smash is going to get punished by the grab and sending him to the side. Just like that, Ling is actually making the comeback.
It's been difficult for him to try to like ledge trap him, keep 8BitMan in check, but finally we're getting some good starters, getting some straight hits, and 8BitMan is trying to fish for a grab, trying to get this up airs, but Ling has been quite using these floats and tri-jumps to kind of like outmaneuver him. Tough situation, and oh, I don't think you can even tech if you try to tech that one.
Yeah, down tilt actually went on the side that time, and just up air beat it out. Too much high percent, already up to 177 after the final hit of the up there. 8BitMan 2 games ahead of the first attack champ.
That's good, and this is loser's bracket. So this definitely, like, for me, it feels like one of those winners bracket kind of situation because just how good they're playing. But this is nonetheless the loser's bracket. Ling could get eliminated right now.
It's going to be pretty serious when it comes to that. Up airs are going to be done by 12%, and now combinations done by 8BitMan. And using the alternatives against Ling, he did find something, though, right at the end. He was avoiding Rob's arsenal of moves pretty consistently and avoiding getting those KOs.
Furthermore, just 8BitMan has been on the ball with his item game. The chop has not been very used against him ever since the end of game number 1. It continuously putting the pressure with the top. He continuously controls space with it. And then the laser on top of it all is just frustrating the heck out of Ling.
Okay, actually using the gyro a lot more. Now, Yoma, this actually could be pivotal for the matchup. Already at a 1% differential as they continue to maintain that space back air on, sending them right to the side for 119%, setting up the edge guard situation one more time, and a beautiful coverage on the nair from the neutral getup.
Ling actually had not been getting that nair on the ledge trap scenarios. I think it's very important that he has been recognizing that the nair timing has been off a little bit. So that nair there was very important. Now another, again, situation where he's ledge trapping. The top is still working here for his favor. Ling in the ledge trap, continuing on the pressure, just continuing. Oh my God, when will it stop?
Yeah, turnips and gyro play have definitely been very different this game number 3. He has been consistently getting those juggles, getting that percent, and now his press to actually get that edge guard situation. Directional air dodge is not going to get punished. He chooses actually to recover and set up the ledge trapping situation. Dotted eyes is going to do a lot more percent to the regular turnip, and now he's actually grabbing the gyro a lot more. He seems to be warmed up.
It definitely seems that 8BitMan was trying to go for a punish. Maybe he just, your fingers are nervous or twitching, they pressed the wrong button, and then the air dodge happened. But here we go, once again, 196%. Ling dragged that stock out for a long time. This happened similar to game number 1. 8BitMan closed it out. It's on Ling to just start to close these games out.
Yeah, a reversal of fortunes this time. Now Ling surviving a lot more, all the way up to almost 200%. Dash attack is going to connect onto 8BitMan as he falls down with an air, hits a couple of fairs, actually send him to the left side. Nevertheless, a good grab on him, actually setting up the shark situation. Zombie hits with the sour spot that time. The gyro is in play, and nairs are going to come out by Brett.
Ling has been missing his win conditions here. Like, he had 8BitMan in a very close, in the area for his hitboxes with forward air and nair, but none of them were hitting. None of them were hitting with the strong spot. But 8BitMan has been getting the strong moves, has been getting something more favorable in this situation. Now he's taking just a breath because he's just like, nothing's hitting.
Yeah, up airs have been the name of the game for 8BitMan all set long. The nair is not quite going to be enough, sending him right to the side. Stadium 2 is a pretty big stage as well. A couple of up airs onto Ling this time for 22% of extra credit so far. It's going to be pivotal for Brett to continue on. 192% after the back here, 32%, but the pressure is definitely on 8BitMan's side.
I think he's just going to start being more confident as well. But Ling, I think he can use against, be like water. Use this confidence against him and just start being more aggressive. Force against Force, we got to see who's just the better at it right now. A bomb to favor the best.
Orange Jesus is definitely in Ling's favor. We've seen Mr. Saturn. We've seen the bomb come out. 101% onto Brett. There is no RNG that can save you maybe from a gyro setup that 8BitMan is going to start cooking. 101% now after the down tilt.
This could be it.
Actually going to set up the up air, and just like that, it's not quite going to be enough. Good DI on Ling, sending the gyro right to the side. 121%. What's going to be the option to recover?
The parasol gets him out of that recovery, but he's still in the corner. Tough situation. 140 right on Ling. Any up air or back air is going to finish this off.
Barely missing the up air that time. There is not quite going to do it. 154% onto the beach with the edge guard situation one more time. Constant walls of fairs, projectiles, lasers, oh my. Sending them right onto the side. Nair is not quite going to be enough. It's getting pretty stale, Yoma. Last minutes of the game. 108% onto Rob now. Actually trying to set up something, but Ling is not finding the mark. We could see the elimination of the champion right here. 3-0 by 8BitMan, and we are crowning a new first attack champion here in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Wow, that was very difficult. He was stuck out there for so long. He was when you think about ledge trap scenarios, you think, okay, I get hit 2 times, 3 times. He was stuck there. He got up to 190%. That's how long it was. He first started at 130. I remember the percent, 130-ish%, and he racked up all the way to 98% by forward airs. Just like swatting him out, get back out there.
Yeah, it was pretty much